Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, y'all. If uh, if y'all watching me live, throw a one in the chat. If you are watching me in a replay, throw a two on the chat. And guys, if there's things you would like to let me know, as long as it's somewhere within my area, I will go live about it, educate about it, post about it, all that good stuff. Um, financial stuff, but not insurance and not retirement stuff. I got colleagues for that, okay? But anywho, guys, thanks for tuning in. My voice is fully functional now. I'm so happy about that. I couldn't speak for a week if y'all don't know, but my voice is fully functional. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give y'all some game, some credit game, like I always do. If y'all don't know, I do love coming on live and talking to y'all. So, any questions you got, you know how to get in contact with me, inbox me, or you could text me at 844-243-4901. Anyway, I hear people do this all the time, so this is something I'm going to continue to I'm going to continue educating about, and, a top influencer, um, in my profession stated, what's repeated is what's remembered. So, I'm going to say this because it's very, very important. I'm going to talk about these things. And for people who have issues with their credit, and I'm going to continue saying this, never dispute online. Like if you're on Credit Karma or any of these other platforms, do not dispute. Where it says, oh, see if you can dispute. This is hurting your credit. See if you can dispute. Do not do that. They want you to do that. And there's multiple reasons why. Number one, you are accepting their terms and conditions. So, you know how when we, sign in anything new, and it says here, accept these terms and conditions. So, a lot of these platforms have gotten very smart to where they'll throw some things in that fine print, and you're accepting the terms and conditions. And if you want to have some type of recourse, oh, now you're not even entitled to the recourse because you accepted these terms and conditions. Okay, and I'm gonna talk about recourse in a second. So, another thing, when you are disputing online, it does limits the amount of words that you can use. Whatever your explanation is, you probably limit it to 500 or 1,000 characters, something like that. So you might not be able to get your whole story out. Don't do that. Okay. Another reason, a lot of times they have drop down boxes. So now that they have drop down boxes, you have to choose one of their selections, one of their choices, and that's allowing them to control your narrative. You need to speak for yourself. You can't speak for yourself if you're using their drop down choices. You can't tell your story, okay? Also, clicking on certain statements implements arbitration clauses. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to recourse. So please understand that, those collection agencies and those bureaus, they report incorrect information all the time. That's why we have the Fair Credit Reporting Act. That's why we have the Equal Opportunity Credit Act. That's why we have um, the Equal Credit Organization and the Fair Credit Reporting Act in the first place. So we can make sure we're treated fairly when it comes to our credit. And when things are incorrect, we get them corrected. Plus, those type agencies are predatory. And that's why we got to have these type of things in place. However, when you are disputing online, you're giving up your rights. They can be sued. It's like $1,000 per violations if they are continuously disrespecting your rights. And that's even according to the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So there's a lot of federal laws implemented with this when it comes to credit. and what you're doing with your credit. Y'all do me a favor, show me some love if y'all learning something or if it's something that you're going to implement in your life. Okay. So yeah, so stop going to Credit Karma or wherever else you're using and doing what they're saying. You know, Credit Karma just got sued. They had to pay $3 million for the false information. They stay telling people that they are, you know, you're pre-approved for this, this, and that. And when it can be no further from the truth. You know, just getting you to apply. No, they just got sued for that, y'all. The federal government also with investigating those credit bureaus because a lot of times the credit bureaus don't even do their due diligence when it comes to the investigation. They for people that's in a disputing process, they're just coming back saying they giving you answers without even doing proper investigations. And I did speak about this live once upon a time, telling you the things that they were actually doing and the ways they were using to actually dispute it. Stuff like, you know, coming from the same zip code or the same type of envelope. How are they not even opening up envelopes? That's 100% crazy. But that's the stuff that they do to be sneaky, and that's why when it comes to credit, you have to be patient. But guys, stop disputing online. Stop following what these billion-dollar companies are telling you to do just to so they can get information from you and stop you from exercising your rights, because essentially that's what they're doing. Because if you are trying to dispute things online, you're not exercising your rights properly, and if they take you to court, they can ultimately win because you signed your rights over when you try to dispute online. But see, y'all don't know that. Okay, so if you've done it in the past, don't do it again, and don't take it upon yourself to do credit repair by yourself if you're only going to do it online. If you're not going to use a professional, you need to do it the proper way. And that's another reason why your dispute should be sent certified mail as well, because that holds their feet more to the fire. And I'm saying is you don't have to. It's not a must, but it's best that you do, because, like I just said, a lot of times there's been a lot of times where the credit bureaus or the credit reporting agencies, because they're not government bodies, there are times where they don't even properly do their investigation, and they just give you an answer because they want you to give up. And you should never give up on exercising your rights, guys. Like, listen, my biggest win to date with using my services, I got an $11,000 collection account taken off my credit report. I'm going to say that again. To date, I got an $11,000 collection account taken off my credit report because I exercised my right to the disputing process with my own services. I hope y'all heard that. If y'all didn't, I'll type it below. But with that being said, you got to follow the process, and also you got to be patient. So when you click on the certain statements online, it implements the arbitration clauses. It takes away your right to sue the bureaus, even if it comes back unverified. Stop doing it. So because let's see, like I told y'all before, Credit Karma is an excellent tool for seeing what's on your credit report. But what their job to do is actually to market to you, because they want you to apply for those credit cards. Okay, which you should not be doing. Anything they say that you eligible for in Credit Karma, do not do it at all. Period. Okay, so never dispute online. Stop agreeing to their terms and conditions because you need to just go ahead and go with the legal disputing process. All right. Um, I also want to talk about other mistakes people are doing with credit. Besides disputing online, another thing is these CPN numbers, credit profile numbers. I do see this a lot on Facebook. People saying, "Yeah, get a CPN number so you can get an apartment and all that good stuff." Listen, if you want to go to jail and or pay $1,000 in fines, go ahead and use a CPN. Okay, you and that person going to jail once y'all get caught, or y'all paying and or paying fines. That is so illegal. A CPN number is what's used to build up another profile number. But guess what? It is somebody else's social security number. There are no such things as fake social security. The Social Security Administration does not recycle social security numbers. Okay? Now, can there be mistakes with social security numbers? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I worked for the IRS for a decade, y'all. It happens. Um, but they don't recycle social security numbers. So you're not going to get the social security number of somebody who died 50 years ago. So what these CPN numbers are social security numbers of people who are deceased, or the social security number of a child. So you're using somebody else's social security number, which means you are frauding. Fraud is illegal, which we all know, correct? So do not use these CPN numbers as well, because that's somebody else's social security number. They could be dead or alive. You get caught using them, you can do time in jail and or pay fines. Do not purchase those CPN numbers, okay? Because you and that other person, as I stated, is going to jail. And another thing, people make mistakes with credits doing these credit sweeps. Listen, if someone that does credit repair and they telling you they can clean everything on your credit report from 14 to 30 days, run away from them as quickly as you can. Because a credit sweep is where they can pretty much clean your credit report, take everything off really quick. But they're doing it through illegal matters. Okay? So basically, what they're saying is they're going to report that everything on here is identity theft. Take it all off. But see, I was a victim of identity theft before. What I had to do, I had to get 2 police reports. One in Miami, Florida, one in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I had to file a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission. I had to file a complaint with all 3 of the credit bureaus. And yes, they took it off my credit report because it was indeed identity theft. So this is what this they do when they tell you they're gonna clean everything. If it's not ID theft, that means that is fraud. If you like jail or like paying the government fines, go ahead and do it. Because you and that person that did it is getting in trouble. Just to let y'all know. All right. So please don't make those mistakes online with your credit. Don't do not engage in a credit sweep. Do not buy a CPN and do not dispute online. Okay. I hope y'all learned something today. Get in contact with me if you need to. It's time for me to go pick up my princess, and it is freezing cold out here. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.